Do you know there's something so beautiful inside you that if you knew it, you would fall in love with it? If you really connected with it, you would learn to listen to it, be guided by its pure simplicity, learn to trust it, and allow it to direct your life. You would appreciate its exquisiteness, its elegance, its practicality, its sensuality, its truth. You would ignore any obstacles in your path, push aside any excuses, delight in its presence, be entranced by its wisdom, thrill at its messages, be seduced by its sheer beauty, be charmed by its innocence, tickled by its playfulness, intrigued by its genius, enthralled by its discoveries, enchanted by its sense of magic, honoured by its presence, gladdened by its humour, full of gratitude for its nurturing. What is it, this incredible thing I'm talking about? This is Susie Heath from essenceofwomanhood.com, and I am talking about your feminine essence, that essential part of you which knows no bounds. Once discovered, it's irresistible. It will guide you and look after you and transport you to a new dimension of being. You can truly experience that. Despite all the fear in the world, despite all the news headlines, the stress, the anxiety, the pressure, the doubts, the horrors of modern day living, just know that we are magnificent beings in the right place at the perfect time, unfolding perfectly like a flower. Once we are aligned with that, not only will our own lives transform, but also those of our families and in turn society. Essence is the pure fundamental part within each of us, that place inside that instinctively knows the answers, that holds our visions, our dreams, our enthusiasm, our energy and our freedom. It's the part of us that wants us to achieve what we truly desire in life. It's that same joyful, innocent voice that guided us as little children, and it never abandons us, even though sometimes it appears to. It's a sensitive, delicate inner voice that can easily be drowned by our fears, conditioning and negative thoughts. Our greatest challenge is to put our trust in it when we give ourselves many reasons not to. When we trust this place inside, we'll no longer need to look outside to be fulfilled. This is living from our essence, the highest form of freedom, compassion and joy. So how is it that we've lost that connection to our feminine, that profound connection to our womanhood that is at our deepest core? History has taught us over the centuries to be fearful, to lose our connection with the greatest feminine energy of all, the earth and its abundance. Politics, religion, technology, the media, and our own insecurities, which have been handed down insidiously, generation after generation, have pulled us so far away that our instincts have been dulled to the point where we've lost our sensitivity, filled our minds with so much negativity and noise that we can no longer hear, even when our lives are screaming to us that we're off course. And because we can no longer hear, and because who we really are has been so covered up, it seems an almost insurmountable task to begin uncovering that essence once again. But perhaps now, when we see the madness that is happening on our television screens and in our newspapers, the war, the poverty, the dying children, the stark contrast between the wealthy and the starving, perhaps now is the time to reclaim this power and potency, this extraordinary beingness that resides in every woman's heart, that tenderness, that compassion, that knowingness, that spark of life that longs to be released. It is the she that must be obeyed before the madness of the world takes us any deeper into destruction. Do you know there's a huge surge of despair carried in the heart of many women all over the world? A feeling of powerlessness as individuals, yet also a deep knowing that somehow, if we can reclaim that beauty and power and strength of our feminine spirit, not through violence or aggression, nor through force or bloodshed, we can actually transform our world. When we put ourselves in harmony with the eternal laws of life, we will put the world back in harmony. When we come back into the essence of who we really are, in our authentic femininity, we will automatically empower our men to be who they really are too, as they then will claim and own the presence of their masculinity. Sadly, we've made our men redundant in their ability to look after and protect us, to have pride in themselves, and to generate a safe place in which to live. And so their energies are diverted elsewhere, so that we have a no-win situation for everyone. It was the Dalai Lama who said the future of the planet lies in the hands of the Western woman. That's you, and that's me. So when would now be a good time to take note and do something, rather than just sitting on the fence and thinking about it? I invite you to read my book, The Essence of Womanhood, Reawakening the Authentic Feminine, written for women and the men who love them, and the new pocket version, Little Gems, and to join me in my workshops and teleseminars, my coaching program, my home study course, my Diamond Mastermind group, I know there has to be a better word than that, and my retreat in the Cotswolds. I promise you life will never be the same again, and you will come away feeling relieved, honoured, nurtured, and full of the potency of the feminine, and with an ability to transform everyone around you whose lives you touch, with your families, your intimate relationships, your friendships, and your workplace. Now, what would that be worth to you? Please do join me. Thank you for watching. This is Susie Heath.